Hello, I'm Connor from Jones & Co Styling Opticians, and I'm here with Gareth, who's one of our dispensing opticians here. And in this video, we're going to hopefully give you some practical tips to find out how to select the right style and shape of frame for you. So Gareth, one of the things I hear a lot from clients and people in general is that they hate the process of choosing glasses. They don't know what suits them, they don't really know what fits them. So when you're presented with rows and rows of glasses, it can be hard sometimes even to know, is that a man's frame or a woman's frame? So what kind of things do you look for when you're helping somebody select the right kind of shape of glasses for them?
Well, obviously you would look initially at the overall shape of the face and in terms of the lines and what you're dealing with, but then you can break it down further into sort of three sections, if you like. You would look at the top of the head, the jawline, and also what's going on in between in terms of the eyebrows and the nose position. So there's a big difference in terms of the brow thickness and brow shape generally between men and women. Brows for men are a little bit squarer generally than they are for women. More accented, and also the nose position can be quite different in relation to the eyes.
So once you kind of see somebody's features, how does that influence the frame you're going to choose?
So what we want to do is accentuate the lines on the face. So if you've got somebody with slightly pointed, more heart-shaped jawline, you would want a frame that just sort of tucks in here and accentuates the lines on the face. If you have a frame that works opposite or is squarer, it obviously stands out much more and isn't as complementary.
So you basically can work with the person's natural features, and then depending on what they want, either highlight a feature or tone down a feature.
Entirely, yeah.
And is there a perfect shape for each person's face shape, or how does personality come into it? Is there a...
Yeah, it's more about what the individual wants, and it isn't just about us as a styling, during the styling consultation saying this is the shape and the frame that you want. It's about building the picture, not only that works well physically, but also with what somebody wants to say about the glasses, with their glasses.
There'll be a frame that fits you and suits you, but we can do that in different ways.
Absolutely.
And go in different directions.
Yeah, and enhance different features of an individual's face.
Okay, and another problem that I hear a lot is people that their glasses just don't fit comfortably. They're always kind of messing with them. They're either too loose or too tight. So they're constantly aware of their glasses. What kind of things are important to look at when you're assessing the fit of a frame for somebody?
Well, obviously one of the crucial things is when somebody has selected a frame that they have it fitted and fitted correctly. Where the frame touches somebody is crucial, and it must fit right at that point. So the main things to be aware of are the fitting around the bridge and the angle at which any frame sits. Also here, and the length of the temple and where and how it's adjusted across the ear. And when you consider all of those things, it makes a difference between a frame that just goes on and fits and it fits comfortably for as long as you wear it, versus a frame that you're constantly fiddling with and playing around with and adjusting, and that never ever feels quite right from the beginning.
Yeah, and I think that's important as well, because from a client's perspective, when they try a frame on, it can be very hard to judge, is this going to be comfortable in 6 hours time after I've worn it all day? So so that's good if you can assess those things so that they're going to be able to wear them all day long comfortably. And I guess the other factor that's important when choosing a frame, even if you get the right size and shape, is the color, because a color can kind of make all the difference in the world. But it can be tricky again to know what color is naturally going to suit a person. What do you look for? What's important about choosing the right color?
Well, I think the main thing to look at to start with is certainly somebody's complexion, and there are certain colours that you would pick with maybe a fairer complexion versus a medium or even a dark, more tanned complexion, coupled with obviously the hair colour. And in addition to that, the eye colour, that can, a good frame colour can really enhance and bring out the eyes, which is obviously crucial.
I think as well, one of the problems typically, if you go to an optician's, you might be presented with a frame that you like, but then there's only 2 colours to choose.
I think the great thing about what we do here is, we pick great frames, we pick great shapes, but we also then would have sort of a good breadth of colours in one individual frame, which means that, we can look at every combination of face shape with a good colour to match the complexion or eye colour, or indeed, what they're trying to say with the frame. It can be very different colour-wise and how you use a colour. Depending on the individual and somebody's occupation, there are very different scenarios as when to use colour and when not to.
Yeah, and I think it makes it easier for a client, and I know this myself from being a customer in other areas, it makes it easier to make a decision when you have multiple options. So if I'm just presented with 2 choices of colour, it can be hard to make that decision, and constantly people will be asking, does this come in any other colours? Yeah. So it's nice when you come here that every client can find a frame they like, but then they've got 4 or 5 colours to choose between, and you can find the perfect colour for each person's complexion.
Absolutely. A lot of our clients, may have a great frame that they want to use for every day, so they'll use it, work, going out, casual, and they might wear that frame for 3 years solidly. We have a lot of other clients that will have, the same frame in a couple of different colours that they might wear, on different occasions. So there's lots of ways we can use colour.
Yeah, definitely, and it makes a big difference. It can totally change a frame, as I said, the colour of it. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to ask you, Gareth, is what clients tell me a lot after they've been here and kind of been through the experience for the first time, is that it kind of transforms how they feel about themselves and glasses. So they can go from initially coming in and not really being a fan of glasses and finding it a frustration, to suddenly glasses become positive, something they enjoy wearing and feel good about. So what do you think makes the difference or makes that transformation for clients?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people can find choosing the right pair of glasses or choosing any pair of glasses a bit of a drag. So, when you consider all of what we've discussed in terms of, facial shape and what's going on there, versus colour, what's going on, eye colour, hair colour, and all that sort of thing. But in addition to that, what's going on with the individual, what does that person want to say with their frames? When are they going to be wearing their glasses? And what is important to them? When was the last time you were asked, what was important to you? And when we piece all of that together, during the styling consultation, that's how we arrive at a pair of glasses that make you look and feel good.
Yeah, and it's such a nice thing. If it's something you have to wear all day, every day, why not? Why would you not want to feel good in glasses and kind of feel like you're projecting your best sense of self, whether that's making a statement or whether that's just feeling comfortable and confident, but a bit more refined in your glasses?
A big thing we talk about is the moment somebody says, "Wow, I love your glasses." It is a great confidence boost, but not everybody wants that. So whether you want something that says, "I'm wearing statement glasses and I'm enjoying wearing them," versus something that just enhances but sits back and is very subtle, then I think we can cover all angles.
Yeah, it's a big inconvenience when people stop you in the street to ask you, "I love your glasses. Where did you get your glasses?"
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope you found that useful. But one of the services we offer here is a free styling consultation, where basically you can get all this advice specifically tailored for you. So if you have questions and you want to get an idea of what the eyewear possibilities are for you, just give us a call and come in and see Gareth or any of the dispensing team. And a big part of what we try and do is make it a fun, enjoyable experience as well. So thank you very much. Just give us a call.